Right in the middle of National Poison Prevention Week, and this is something that's a lot more common than you might think. Listen to this. Kentucky Poison Control responded to more than 34,000 cases last year alone, and the organization wants to make sure you and your families are staying safe.
So we're joined now by Maria Chapman with the Kentucky Poison Control Center. Maria, thank you for being here, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. We didn't realize, we were talking about this a few minutes ago, just how many calls you all get. So what do these look like? What are some of the most common?
So by far the most common poison most people have in their homes, and this is kind of going to surprise you, it's medications. Because our definition of poison is anything that if it's used in the wrong way, the wrong amount, or by the wrong person, it can be poison, you know. So taking too much of your own medication, grabbing the wrong medication, it's a really common call we get, especially about adults. Kids also, of course, get into medications. Those little pills can look like candy, and then we have those gummy vitamins that taste yummy. So, you know, that's a really common one that we get.
You've really opened up the scope of what this is to a lot of us. Are you getting more calls typically about adults or kids?
So about half of our calls are about kids 5 and younger, and that's not surprising, right? Because kids put things in their mouth. That's how they explore the world.
And so when we talk about the types of calls you guys are getting, are there trends for Kentucky specifically? You know, are there some things you all notice?
We tend to follow the national trends, but a big trend we're seeing right now, especially with kids, is them getting into those gummy vitamins, gummy supplements more frequently. That actually just made it into the top 5 of our calls we get about kids, which it hadn't been previously. And, you know, like I said, it makes sense. They taste good, so we just want to be really careful with those, store them safely, treat them like you would any other medication, to try to help keep them from getting into them.
And I'm sure there's some common mistakes to avoid. We should all just really be attentive.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with medication, you know, making sure you have a plan. If you're giving your kids medication, tracking that, especially if there's more than one adult in the household giving medication, you want to have a common tracker. For us as adults, keeping track of those medications and then storing them safely to keep them out of reach of children.
Well, I did not realize it was that big of an issue.
We do really appreciate you being here. We want to give people a couple more resources here. Again, do not wait. If you think that someone has been poisoned, call that hotline on your screen. The number is 1-800-222-1222. It is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.